Hey everybody, so I just wanted to give you an update, and I've got good news. So I've gotten the tire that I needed, so I've got to thank my dad and my uncle for doing that for me. Amazingly enough, to get the new tire, it would have been $45, but really luckily enough, my dad had enough rewards. He said, well, it was only $5 because I had $40 in my reward card at the tire place, so that was really nice. And so now I can completely say it's in fully working order, so really happy about that. I mowed with it a little bit yesterday and it seems to be all good, so I just thought I'd give you guys a little drive on it again. And so yeah, so I think that's pretty much that. Pretty much nothing else to say other than I just topped the gas off and the oil off a minute ago. And yeah, so I think that with that said, we'll back it out here. So yeah, and then like I said, I think this is a 1985 model, like I say. So I think we're good. So let's see. Tell you how much it feels better with the new tire. I mean, that other tire was about gone anyway. But hey, it probably lasted 40 years, so not bad. Okay, so I will lower the blade height a little bit. There we go. I think that I lowered it to a 5, so. I was already mowing over here a little bit yesterday, but I didn't finish it, so. to smoothened out, at least, because it's been sitting a couple weeks till I mowed yesterday, so it seems to be putting along pretty good today, so that's really good. I've just been using second gear right now, just to be sure, because it's a little bit mowing, it's a little bit lower, so if I go in third gear, it's probably going to choke it out. But being wood on anything is have kind of pretty dense grass anyhow, so I wouldn't mow any lower than this. I usually, like I said, I just push that halfway down normally. Or I mow it with it all the way up, just depends. Didn't even recall it till a while ago, but there's a video of one similar. It got took down like so many, but I believe that mine's actually a 35 inch. After I looked that up, I hadn't thought of that, but until I remembered that, and I was talking to my mom about it, because this is about the same as the other one that shares this motor, which is the 1991 yard machines. That was my granddad's that my dad is going to take to his place. And that's a 35, but it's got 2 blades and 12.5 horse Briggs on that, but it looks the same as this one. Except that one's a power built Briggs. This one is a 12 horse IC Briggs. But they're both pancake motors. That I know of. So let's Let's see what third gear looks like. It's a little bit almost too fast, but seems to be doing pretty good. Now, I mowed that section right there last night just to be sure this was running good. So everything's been pretty good with it, I think. So that's been really nice to have this thing back. Can't tell you how happy I've been. So I think I'll lower it just a little bit. Because all that was in full throttle, but not necessarily having to do that, but anyhow. So beyond thrilled to finally say that this thing's probably just about refurbished, I would say. Definitely couldn't say it's restored, you know, the paint on it's a little so-so, but I don't mind about looks. You know, that's not how I am. I'm about how's it run, and this has been running great, so. Once I got that carburetor bolt took care of that Jeff went and got me, you know, because it wasn't getting no gas back, and it just wouldn't crank, but thankfully everything's been pretty good now. gonna go a couple more spots right here, and then I'm gonna put her away. So. I don't know, this one truck keeps driving by, but I don't know. Anyway, probably looking, I don't know. Alright, and then just raise the blade height back up. Switch off the fuel. Because it's definitely better to run the fuel out while you put it away. Because this one's got a leaky carburetor. My old Craftsman's got a leaky carburetor, but then if you do that, it seems to remedy the situation pretty good. Dang nabbit, the wind just blew the door shut. I swear I have that problem all the time. No matter what thing you do, it just does. Okay, so that's got that. Very happy with how it's been running now. I mean, I'm telling you, I think the biggest thing, and I guess if you're anyone who has one of these that's this old, if it starts where you're mowing and your engine starts to just run out and you don't know why, I mean, you've got gas and everything, it may be the coil. That's what it was on this one. It was a mixture of the coil and the float in the carburetor. And actually, like I said before, I ended up having to get a whole new carburetor. So I'd recommend that brass carburetor is way better. So anyway, so I hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you soon. Hope you have a good one. Take care.